Hello. Understanding a practice of non-attachment will help with the meditations that we're doing and the self-healing. You have to have a practice of non-attachment to the emotions in order to fully allow them to leave your body and to enter the earth or to be released from yourself and into the quantum. I have Gabor Mate's book here, The Myth of Normal, and he says something that relates to stitch 18 from The Bucket and the Stone. He says, any movement towards wholeness begins with the acknowledgement of our own suffering and of the suffering in the world. This doesn't mean getting caught in a never-ending vortex of pain, melancholy, and especially victimhood. A new, rigid identity founded on trauma, or for that matter, healing, can be kind of its own trap, right? True healing simply means opening ourselves to the truth of our lives, past and present, as plainly and objectively as we can. We acknowledge where we were wounded and, as we are able, perform an honest audit of the impacts of those injuries as they have touched both our own lives and those of the lives around us. We can learn non-attachment to emotions through our own physical objects, and that is one of the lessons, or two of the lessons here in The Bucket and the Stone. Stitch number 8 is break and grow. I say, if you can teach yourself to handle loss, loss is grief, right? You will be able to handle loss. Like a broken bone, you can actually grow stronger after a break. So there are different words for, I'm trying to think of what she calls it. Oh gosh, my brain will come back. This kind of breaking, right? It's breaking of the vessels. That's the kabbalah behind it. Life breaks us a little bit. Sometimes hearing things is extremely painful. Witnessing the most recent atrocities, the terror attacks in Israel, were extremely painful for me. I said that in another video. And there goes a little pain in my chest as I even comment. So sometimes the world harms us, but if we can create resilience skills. Some of us have had to create them from our childhood or other things that have happened in adulthood. These skills can also be taught. So the action, stitch number 8, is to break yourself a little and give away something you emotionally value to someone who needs it. This is the second part of lesson number 7. Number 7 is to, give something away. They're just things, right? We own things, they're material. As we talked about with the seeing with two different eyes. It's the begashmius, material, not the baruchnius, which is the spiritual. So again, we have that little eye, that little spark. We know that there's a spark. Quantum physics says there's a spark. All spiritual practices says that there is an energy. Bioenergetics says that there's an energy. Our bodies operate on an energy. We eat food and magically it turns into energy. We laugh, it's energy. We cry, it's energy. There are these vessels, right? My body is a vessel. This book is a vessel. The world. There are the kalim, these vessels that hold the energy. But really, it's all just energy. So they are just things. You can give something away. Stitch number 8 is to give something away that you really use and that you love. I have a good practice of this at this point in my life, but the only way the object will really maintain its value is if the person that you're giving it to values it. So you can comfort yourself in knowing that it will be loved somewhere else, right? I don't know, your favorite t-shirt or something like that to a friend. There are all kinds of ways to do it, but you can investigate this for yourself. Stitch number 8 or suggestion number 8 in The Bucket and the Stone.